Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Following on from my video of the Greenworks commercial lawnmower, I thought I'd just run through some of the hand tools I've been using lately as well and give you a bit of an overview of my thoughts on these. So we'll start off with the ST131 line trimmer. This is equivalent to a 30cc two-stroke and it's a really nice unit. I've been super happy with this. With the 4 amp hour battery, you should be getting about 60 minutes of runtime, and it's really nice, well balanced, ergonomic. Plenty of power for the everyday stuff. They do the 161 as well, which is even higher model still, which I think is equivalent to like a 37cc, which is great for the thick stuff. If you're doing loads of overgrown acreage, but for everyday mowing and maintenance, this one is the pick for me. So you've got a speed feed style head on the bottom there. Wouldn't need to change that, it's perfect. Comes with a 2.4 string. It's got a nice size guard. I wouldn't feel the need to take that off. You can see everything you're doing when you're edging. Nice and smooth. Metal shaft, rubber D handle. Got your controls, nice and easy layout on all in one place here. So you've got an on button here, then you've got your speed controls here. One thing I do wish it did is remembered where you have the speed controls. So if, for example, you've got it in number 1, which I often use number 2, I don't generally use number 3. And then if you turn it off, turn it back on, it defaults back to the fastest setting. So then you've got to go like 1, 2. It's not a biggie. And in the hedges, it defaults to the fastest setting, which I generally use anyway. But I don't always use the fastest setting on the line trimmer, so it'd be good if it just memorized that setting, so it's stuck there. But other than that, it's easy to control, nice and simple. You push that in, pull that, and off she goes. So that's full speed. Number 1, number 2. But what I've really noticed is it's just a really well balanced and ergonomic line trimmer to use. And you know I love the Husqvarna, the 525 battery one. Absolutely love that. And for me that's been the benchmark of line trimmers, battery ones, for a little while. Also like the Makita, but I find the guard's massive on that thing. So the benchmark's been the Husqvarna, and I do quite like the Stihl 135, but I don't like this whole setup on there. So this, they've just nailed it. The balance with the 4 amp hour is great, power's great, runtime is really good with these 82 volt batteries. And it's an aluminium shaft, IPX5 rating, 4.7 kilos without a battery in it. So you chuck one of these in, it's about 6.5 kilos, which is on the heavier side, I suppose, but that's fine. I find the balance and ergonomics are excellent, even at that weight. So been super happy with that. It's all rubberized on these handles as well, which is great. Battery slides in at the back here. Nice and simple. And it's not a sealed unit either, so nothing gets sort of stuck in there, you know, no debris, grass, clippings, leaves, whatever. It sort of just kind of empties itself. And it keeps the battery cool because there's airflow allowed to go through it. Super comfortable, great ergonomics, highly recommended. Okay, let's talk about the blower next. So 2.5 kilos without the battery, 22 newtons, plenty of power, really nice blower. Yeah, just for a handheld blower, it's got all the power you'd need. It is a little bit whiny at high power, like you might want to use ear defenders, which I'd recommend anyway, but some blowers are a bit more quiet, but it's pumping out some power. So got your cruise control on here, which is a twisty knob, which I personally prefer having just a button that's on and off at whatever setting you've got, rather than trying to twist this, because it's quite stiff. So if you're holding it with your left hand, it's quite awkward to actually make that work properly. But it's good to have a control for cruise control, isn't it? Turbo mode there, and that works with cruise control, which is great. Nice ergonomic design, doesn't feel too pendulumy in the arm when you're swinging it around on a, for an extended period of time. This blower's got some serious oomph, it's great. Yeah, very cool. Light work of that. As I said, lots of power, comes with the metal protector on the base there. This pops off nice and easy if you need to change it to anything else. Overall, really powerful blower. Batteries slide in from the back, nice positive input. This is the 4 amp in here. That's been getting great runtime, like surprisingly good. I couldn't tell you the exact numbers, just have a look on their website for that, but I've been super happy with the runtime, super happy with the power, and yeah, just a really good overall blower. Everything's plastic, like all of them these days, but you've got a rubberized handle, so it's comfortable to use and doing everything I need it to do. And I'm quite often reaching for this one now because it's got that bit more oomph. So again, highly recommended, 2-year commercial warranty. Let's have a look at the Hedger now. So this is the HT41. It's the 82 volt commercial Optimus Hedger. Get that with the 4 amp hour, it sits a little bit tail heavy, but if you put the smaller 2.5, I think it is, the weight would be perfect. And then you're still getting great runtime because it's 82 volts, it's got good watt hours. Yeah, so this is their 24-inch bar, double-sided obviously, cuts up to 5,000 cuts per minute, which we'll have a listen to now. So this is the highest power. Really nice, super fast, very smooth, very, very minimal vibrations. Got your grease nipples on the back here, so the whole thing is kind of serviceable in terms of gearbox. However, it does say on the website that you wouldn't need to service this for 1,000 hours. Same as the mower, same as all the other tools, so that's pretty impressive. Battery goes in the top here, as you saw. Again, there's space either side, so nothing really gets caught, no leaf debris. And you just push that in. Very good. You've got your settings here, on, off, and then you've got your plus and like fast and normal speed settings. Then you've got a reverse function on here too. So if you get some hedge stuck, get some branches stuck in there, you press that, and it moves like that to like free it. Let go of that, and back to normal. Very cool. You've got the full control of the handles here, although I would have preferred it if that was a lift up rather than a lift. At the moment it goes that way. It would have been more ergonomic to lift it up, but it's no drama. Works really well. Great hedger, fast cutting speeds, smooth to use. Yeah, no complaints. Again, really good bit of gear. How it compares to some of the other ones I'll do in a future video, such as the Husqvarna, because I know people are quite interested in that, and potentially the Stihl as well. But overall, this is a really good hedger, very comfortable, very smooth to use, and just gets the job done. No dramas. And the fast blade speed as well, 5,000 cuts per minute. That's where you want it to be at. Yeah, really good. It's nice and level, nice and smooth. Great ergonomics, and lightweight too. Now we come to the 20-inch Pole Hedger, which is again another great bit of kit with just a few small caveats on this one. Everything about it is really good, really well built, nice solid metal housing, grease nipples. This whole articulating mechanism is solid. Doesn't feel like that's not going to work for a long time. Some of them are a bit flimsy on other models, other brands, but yeah, this is plastic. Which is a shame, but everything else is metal and very strong. So this is only 20 inches, so it's a bit shorter than your standard sort of 24 that you normally get, which is what I'm used to using with the Husqvarna. But I found it quite nice actually having a smaller blade. You can get a bit more intricate with your, your balls and your topiaries and stuff like that. It's also nice because I find when I'm hedging, I'm only using sort of, I don't generally use the whole bar anyway. I sort of slowly work my way along, just using the sort of 2/3 of the end. Whereas with this, I found I was using more of it, so it didn't slow me down. Comes with a tip protector, which is great. Rubber handle up here, which is nice, extends the whole way. Now, I said earlier, there's a little caveat. So this battery slides in at the back there like the other ones. So the only slightly annoying thing with this I found is when you turn it on, it's in the fast mode for sure, that's great, but then as soon as you let go of it or you adjust this, let's adjust that down there, it goes off. You see that's gone off now, so then you've got to turn it back on again. Off you go again. Like the auto is just like, which you do all the time, adjust the bar, there you go, ready to go again, and it's gone off, nothing's happening, so you've got to turn it on again. So that just needs to be adjusted so the auto off is like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, not 3 seconds or whatever it currently is. Because it just gets super annoying when you're up the top of a ladder and you're sort of outstretched like this, and then you kind of just, you do that to adjust it and then it's gone off. And you've got to press the button again. It's a small thing, but when it happens all the time, it gets a little bit niggly. So just, if Greenworks could just update that, that'd be great. And it's a really good, well balanced, fast blade speed, 4,500 cuts per minute. Really good balanced machine. Again, very smooth, very quiet, plenty of power. This does stick out a little bit on the bottom here, so when you're going up the faces of hedges, sometimes when you're super close, getting a nice tight finish, that can rub in the hedge slightly. The way to get around that is obviously to put this like that, but that's actually that's the first setting, and that's actually quite a big sort of degree. I'd love one about there. That'd be nice, and then that would be the perfect kind of angle to get into the face of the hedge but not have the battery drag in the hedge as well. On its flat setting, it is still angled about 10 degrees off, which is good, much better than it being completely flat like every other one I've tried. But it would be nice to have had one more setting in between there and the flat setting. That's just me being super pedantic, but when you use these all day every day, those little details matter. And I think if they had put another notch just there, that would have been sweet, or even maybe a bit there. But you get around it. It's a really good hedger. Really impressed with it. And it's kind of heavy, but you know, it's nothing that I'm not used to with the Huskies. Yeah, 2-year commercial warranty, double-sided blades, really good. In a future video, when I get a chance, I'll compare this to the Husqvarna, and I'll compare the Hedger to the Husqvarna too, because they're I think quite a lot of people would be interested in knowing how this goes, and the normal Hedger compared to the two that I normally use from Husqvarna, which are, in my opinion, class leading. So yeah, and just a spoiler alert, this one is, they're both pretty much equally as good as the Husqvarna, and I would say this one, the only difference is because it doesn't have an anti-vibration in there. It's just you can just feel the blades a little bit more vibrating through this one than you can with the Husky, ever so slightly. But other than that, it's a pretty close call, which is testament to how good these are really, because those are really good, those hedges from Husqvarna, and the still ones. So yeah. Great work, Greenworks. So one thing that's worth mentioning with all these tools is that they're actually all really good, and the mower as well. So as a kit, you can go out and buy, you know, the lawnmower and the handheld tools, and know that you're getting something that's up to the task for a commercial user, which is great, because quite a lot of brands, they'll have, you know, a really good blower or a really good mower or an excellent hedger or whatever, but they sort of let down on some of the other tools. So you're sort of investing in one brand for something and another brand for something else. But in my opinion, all these tools are really, really good. And I'm really confident to recommend, if you wanted to buy one brand, and you'd be happy with the mower, the snippy, the blower, and the hedges. I haven't tried any of the other stuff yet, but I imagine it's all pretty good. So that's like quite an important key point really, is you can invest into one brand with this and do fantastic work. So pretty stoked with that, and I think that's quite a key point to point out about these guys, because not every brand has really good tools throughout. Like I said, they might have one thing that's good and the rest are okay, good enough, but could be better. Whereas in my opinion, apart from the auto off timer on this Pole Hedger, which does my head in, apart from that and memorizing the settings on the Whippy, those small things which I would imagine are easy to update with the software or firmware thing, apart from those two niggles, I've got nothing bad to say about these tools. So that's bloody awesome. Yeah. Big thank you as well to Carl's Mowers and the crew down there, and Greenworks for organising for me to demo all these machines. Really appreciate it, guys. Anyway, thanks. See ya.